Hello everybody, this is Roth with Game Skinny, and this week I get to play Prime World Defenders, the newest tower defense game. So to start off, I've loved the tower defense genre ever since the old days of Warcraft 3 custom maps, and every time a new tower defense comes out I always get really excited, hoping that that magic will be recaptured, and yet to have gotten that magic back. So how it works is they have, for each of your towers, is a card in your collection, and you can go and modify these cards through forging and combining. So there's a problem with that. I was hoping that when, for instance, my mortar tower, if I combine it with a fire-breathing tower, you would think, you know, there'd be some fire effect added to your mortar. No, it just consumes the card and that levels your other card. There was so much potential there for combining towers. So, yeah, I could see it being overpowered if you were to take, you know, a poison tower and combine it with every single tower you use and just always have that poison effect. But I feel like that's the whole point of a tower defense, is you should be just completely overpowered and just destroy everything that comes through. And, you know, maybe a boss can get through because you didn't strategize right. But, you know, there was just so much potential there for them to make it so I could make my slowing tower also poison them. How cool would that be? Before I forget, you saw where I put down my first mortar tower. There was a red fist circling around there. That is a buff for attack damage that they place randomly around. And there's also ones like attack speed and range. You know, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that yet in a tower defense. That seems to be what they did the best with this game, is you have to use strategy very intelligently. You have to have certain combinations of towers in certain orders to help you kill them all off. For example, definitely have a slowing tower at every point throughout to keep them slowed the whole time, and, you know, have a poison tower intelligently placed to keep the poison going the whole way through. Another part to what they did with the strategy is you get magic abilities, and, you know, some of them are slow abilities, some of them will do a ton of damage to one unit, some of them do AoE damage, and, you know, that adds that level of skill needed, because you could pull off something with a certain magic spell that somebody else couldn't without it. Unfortunately, at least in my opinion, unfortunately, this need for strategy is just completely forced upon you because of how the map is rigid. They give you the track and only but so many places to place a tower. And I think that's my favorite thing from the old school tower defenses and Warcraft 3 maps was, you know, you built your own gauntlet of hell, and usually were completely indestructible, and it felt so empowering. I love that. But for this, you feel so weak, and, you know, they're gonna get through if you don't place your towers intelligently. I'm sorry. Here, something good. I like the art style. Looks pretty cool. It's a nice place to be. Something else I like. There's a nice sense of progression. Something else. There's a nice selection of monsters you gotta kill, and they do include flying units, but they still follow the same line as everything else, which, yeah. To wrap up, I would say that it is a good game for those of you who like the very, very heavy on strategy types of tower defenses. But for me, I'm gonna go play Wintermall Wars on Warcraft 3. Yeah. So until next time, I'm Roth with Game Skinny. Peace out.